All right. So today we have a finals quality matchup in the fourth round of the 2025 U.S. Open with Coco Gauff going against Naomi Osaka. This is a finals level matchup as far as excitement, as far as talent, as far as anything you can say to make a finals levels matchup, or how you want to read this or say this. Everybody who is a fan of sports, not just tennis, anybody that is a fan of sports should be excited about seeing these two play today at 1 or 1:30. And I don't think anybody would be mad if instead of this being a quarterfinals or a fourth round, with the two tennis tournaments, everybody knows I'm new to tennis. I'm not sure if it's quarterfinals or what. But anybody that is a fan of tennis or sports should be excited about this match today. So here in this video, I'm going to look at the bets, a couple of bets for this match, and I'm going to look at how I feel emotionally as a fan. But first, let's get to the head-to-head between these two. They've played 5 times. Coco has won 3, so the record is 3-2. All right? The last time they played was last year in 2024 in Beijing. Coco won in 2 sets. She won the first, or Naomi won the first set 6-3. Then Coco won the second set 6-4. So when I saw this, I was like, wait, what happened? Actually, Naomi Osaka retired from this match with a back injury, and this is the last time they played, which is interesting to me because the last time they played, it was going to be a 3-set battle, and Naomi Osaka won the first set. In a little bit, I'll get into that in a second. I think that's what's going to happen in this match, okay? But then they played in 2022. Coco Gauff won that match as well. So Coco Gauff has won the last 2 times they've met, but I'd say 2022 is the only one I'm going to really take stock in, me personally. But Coco's won the last 2. And then the first time that they played was in the U.S. Open, this tournament in 2019, and Naomi Osaka won that match in straight sets 6-3, 6-0. So she basically fleeced Coco. She beat her bad. Now, this was in 2019. Coco Gauff was like 2015 as a time. She was a kid. And if you've been watching any ESPN, any sports, if you've been seeing anything about this head-to-head for the last couple of days, this 2019 U.S. Open match is what they're making the biggest deal of, right? It's where the clips have been. You see the video of Coco crying. Naomi beat Coco, and Coco was really sad. Naomi went up to Coco, which is something that doesn't usually happen after tennis matches. Naomi went up to Coco and was like, hey, these people want to see you. They're here for you. Don't leave. Like, come up and do my post-match interview with me. Naomi was like, I love this young woman. She's the future of tennis. Coco was like, oh my God, I love this woman. She's the current of tennis. This is when Naomi Osaka was at the top of the world. Coco was like, oh my God, I love this woman. She's amazing. She's so sweet to me. It was just love, big up, 2 black women, the faces of tennis, the current face of tennis, the future face of tennis. It was love, hugs, and kisses, everything like that. That's what everyone's making the big deal out of. That's been the big storyline this 2019 match. I don't really think that matters too much for today. They're in completely different places in their life, completely different places in their career, and why for the storyline it's entertaining, I don't think that match has really any bearing on today outside of just the show of it, right? But that's the head-to-head against the two. Lately, Coco Gauff has won the last 2, but the last time they played, Naomi Osaka showed that she was going to make it a battle. She just left because of a back injury, right? Again, I think that's important to me. Now, let's get to the bets with this, right? Let me get to the first one. And that I think this is my personal favorite and the safest out of my favorites. I think there's a bet that's safer that I'm going to give you guys, but let's make this a little bit bigger for a second so you guys can see this. Let me look. All right, you guys see that? Okay. Both players to win a set. That is going to be my favorite and safest bet of this match. The yes to that is plus 138, so it's plus money. What would that be? $10 to win $13.80, okay? Plus money if you're a bettor like me. Anytime you see plus money, you're excited about that. Now, why do I think both players are going to win a set in this match? First of all, with Coco in the serve, she's been struggling with her serve. If you watch any of Coco's matches, that's what they say every 5 minutes that she's been playing in this U.S. Open. She's struggling with the serve. She has a new coach that she just started with, I think a couple of weeks ago to do her serve, and it's been a problem for her. She's had to struggle. She battled in her second match and the first one. The match that she just had, she got through in straight sets, but the serve has been a struggle for Coco. That has been a main storyline for her. And if you saw the second round match where she kind of came to tears with how bad the serve was, that could give you some confidence in this, both players to win a set, right? Then on the other side of that, Naomi Osaka has looked good all tournament. We all know for the last couple of years, she's been trying to climb back up that mountain that she was at the top of. And I think the crowd in this match is going to be a little bit of a factor, because I think while the crowd will be on Coco's side, the crowd loves Naomi Osaka. She is very big here in America. She's been very big here at the U.S. Open. And I think while, again, the crowd will be on Coco's side, let Naomi have a couple good points. Let her have a couple of good games. I think the crowd will flip-flop. I think the crowd will be of the mindset of, we want to see good tennis, and if Coco's doing good, we're going to be roaring, but if Naomi's doing good, they're going to be roaring. I don't think that New York crowd, and I don't think all the Americans at home are going to just be heavily on Coco's side, and I think that could come to be a good thing for Naomi Osaka if she has the right point in the right game in the right place and is able to use the crowd to her benefit, and they're cheering for her, and she does the right things and plays for the crowd. I also think that could be a Naomi positive, because the crowd's just not going to be all against her, right? So I do think this is going to be a 3-set match, and I do think this is the safest bet you can make at plus money for Naomi Osaka and Coco Gauff to both win a set, right? Now, if you want to be fancy, if you want to push the envelope, if you want to bet a little bit more, which is always something that I am as a bettor. It's bad. I bet emotionally. I'm trying to get better at it, but I always want to get that extra money. I have to say, I think you should bet on to dabble in this match and both players to win a set. So now you're just getting into who's going to win. Emotionally, and let me make sure I'm all good here, right? So let's look at this, because this is where the emotion comes in. And let's see. All right. Okay. Emotionally, I want Naomi Osaka to win this match, because when I started watching tennis, it was when I keep saying it, around 2023 when Coco Gauff won the U.S. Open. When I started watching tennis, Coco Gauff was getting to the top of the mountain and becoming the star that we know her to be today, and the Grand Slam winner that we know for her to be today. Won the U.S. Open in 2023, just won Roland Garros 2025. So I've seen Coco be at the top of the mountain, and I think she's going to be there for a second. I just remember hearing everything about Naomi Osaka and never seeing it. So personally, selfishly, as a tennis fan and someone that likes to see just good underdog, exciting characters, I would love to see Naomi Osaka win this match. And Naomi Osaka wins the match and both players to win a set at plus 400, $10 to win 40, $20 to win 80. $20 is usually my bet range. $20 to win 80 just sounds delectable. It sounds amazing. That is the bet that you make if you want to sweat and be excited and run around your garage or run around wherever you run around after you hit a bet that you were sweating. For me, it's the garage. That's the bet you want to make. The safer bet, of course, is Coco wins the match and both players win a set. I mean, think about it like this. Coco is only a slight favorite to win this match. She's ranked world number 3. She won Roland Garros this year. So for her to be only a slight favorite against Naomi Osaka is great value. So to get Coco winning and both players to win a set at plus 320 is going to be the safer bet. If you wanted to be safer with your money, you would put this. And you would do these as just because you can't parlay together. You would do these as single bets. So both players to win a set, there's your plus money there. Both players to win a set and Coco wins, that's your plus money there. You make those as separate bets, not a parlay, right? So the safer bet is Coco Gauff wins the match and both players to win a set at plus 320, okay? Now, the safest bet that you can make altogether, and this is courtesy of a friend of mine, and he's the smarter bettor, he makes safer bets. This is the safest bet you can make altogether, and it's for the games. It's over 21.5 games. So total match over 21.5 games. If you know anything about tennis, that basically means you have to win 6 games in tennis to win a set. You have to win the game. You have to win by 2 games. You have to win by 2 games. If you don't, it goes to set tiebreakers. This is the safest bet you can make because I see this match being a battle, but if the battle is just 2 very close sets, you still win your money. And by 2 very close sets, I mean, say Coco wins in straight sets and she wins 6 games to 4, 6 games to 4. What is that? That would only be 20 games. Okay, that would be the worst case scenario. But say this is a straight set and it's a close match and Coco wins. Let's say 6-5, 6-4. That would win, right? 6+6 or 10+10 or 5+5 is 10. It's 11. So that would be 11 games in the first set. Then let's see, and then that's what 6-4. That's 10. Damn, that would be. That actually is great odds as I'm saying it out loud. But over 21.5 games is going to be the safest because of the thought process that I'm having is right. If it's two very close sets, but Coco wins both of them, you can still win your money here because I feel like I can't see these being 2-6-4 6-4s. I definitely don't see a 6-3 6-4. I see one of these sets going to be 6-5, and I honestly think one of them can go to a tiebreaker. So the total match games over 21, and if it goes to 3 sets, it's obviously going to do that, right? So this is the safest bet you can make altogether. It's not courtesy of me, though, but it is the safest bet you can make altogether. But now to go through this all together, to look at what we have, to look at the bets that I'm giving you. The first one is we have both players to win a set, which is going to be plus money. And I think that's the safest bet you can make personally. It's Garrett stamped, right? That's plus 138. Second bet that I would tell you to make is both players to win a set. And let me go to it. Where is it at? Both players to win a set and match. I want to find it again. Match of both players to win a set. I had it right over and couldn't say it. The next safest bet you can make is Coco Gauff wins the match of both players to win a set. And then the bet that I'll make, because with betting, you always have to do something fancy, is just straight Naomi Osaka money line, just for the fun of the sweat, right? Just for the fun of the sweat, because I do like gambling. I am a real bettor at heart. But I think no matter what, again, I will say emotionally, if everything goes the way I want, I win all my bets, and Naomi Osaka wins this match. And then if she wins this match, whoever wins this match is who I'm going to probably, in my head, be the most excited and hopeful to win the entire tournament. But I do want Naomi Osaka to win. But regardless, this is get your popcorn ready, showtime, headlights, stop what you're doing. This is going to be the match of the day without a doubt, and I'm trying to think like what other sports are on. I know there's probably some college football on. The sports event of the day, Naomi Osaka, Coco Gauff. I gave you the bets. If they are right, please tell me thank you. Please tell me thank you. And if you do that 21.5 and it happens and that does come to fruition, I will come in on my show at some point in another video and say thank you to my friend that gave me that bet. And I didn't ask him about it, but I put it on the show and gave the show that bet as well. But yeah, this is going to be a good matchup. Thank you for watching. If the bets don't happen, don't be mad at me. But if the bets do happen, say thank you to me and be thankful. And I'll probably do today like a wrap up of where I think or how this match goes. So definitely subscribe to the channel to see that as well. And for more tennis and betting, insights, and follow for the news that you need to know, right? As I always say. But thank you for watching, and that's a wrap.